Action.
Oh man, it sure is a good thing that I dropped, covered, and held on underneath our table here. Oh boy, this is the part of an earthquake that a lot of people don't like to talk about. What happens if you get stuck? But boy, the important thing is to not panic. Take a step back, think about your situation, assess your surroundings, and take appropriate actions. One of the first things you should do is get your kit. Remember, it's an important thing to take those steps of build a kit, make a plan, be informed, and get involved. Because this kit sure is going to come in handy now. I stored it underneath my table here for quick access. This safety tube you can purchase at the Red Cross store. Other places in earthquake-prone areas have similar types of tubes and kits to have basic things on hand if you're having to shelter in place. Right now, I'm going to open this up and see what I have to help me through the situation. Taking all these things out, there are some important parts to this kit. First and foremost, I have a glow stick. Remember, in emergency situations like earthquakes, it's very likely that you'll have things like gas leaks that you don't want open flames and sparks around. And a glow stick is a great way to have 8 to 12 hours of light handy in an enclosed space. And it doesn't require batteries. Next, I've got a mask. Remember, in a situation like this, there's going to be a lot of dust and debris in the air. So you're going to want to protect your breathing by putting on a mask and keeping it handy during the disaster. I'm going to go ahead and put this on right now. Next thing I have handy is very important, water. Water is one of the things that you can go the least amount of time without. And having a very basic packet of water, this is 4 fluid ounces, half a cup, can be life-saving in an emergency when you cannot get other water to hydrate. It's always important to make sure that you hydrate ahead of time. Remember, on average, you should be drinking 8 cups of water in a day. And during a disaster, you should store up to a gallon of water per person per day. But having this very basic water on hand would be vitally important. Next, I have a Mylar survival blanket. Remember, it's not always going to be warm outside when a disaster occurs. You could be trapped with an earthquake or any disaster for that matter. So any time of year, having a basic blanket on hand to regulate your body heat and keep yourself warm can be handy. And in a first aid situation when you might be suffering from shock, it's also nice to have some form of casualty blanket. Right now, I'm at a comfortable temperature, so I'm not going to break that out. And last, but certainly not least, remember you need to signal for safety. You need to signal for help. Make sure people are able to find you. So often you see videos where people are yelling for help. It is important to get help, but remember, yelling takes a lot of energy, and you only have so much to spare. So having something very basic, like a survival whistle in your kit, can help you burn very few calories and be able to attract help that might be outside trying to find you. And remember, a standard survival signal is 3 of anything means an emergency. So 3 blows of a whistle can help draw aid to your situation. That way, if someone's trying to find me, they can. That's all the survival items that I have with me right now in this tube. But it's also nice to carry certain things on you. Most of us today have a smart device. It can also be used as a survival tool. Most of them have things like flashlights built into them. You can call 911 if you have a cell signal. Different things like that. So using the things that you already have on your person. Another thing I always carry with me, and people often do in small LEDs or larger versions, is a flashlight. Remember, safety in gas leaks. If you smell gas, don't use electrical items. But if you do need to see to assess your situation, it's nice to carry something basic like a flashlight on you. Remember, there's lots of sharp objects and things and debris around in disasters. Be careful about your surroundings. I'm wearing gloves today for safety purposes on this rubble pile, but watch where you put your hands, watch where you lean and step, because there are things that can hurt you. These are some very basic steps you can take in the event that you get trapped. If you want to learn about this and other types of disasters and steps you can take to be safe in Boone County, please visit ready.boonemo.org. Again, ready.boonemo.org. Follow us on social media, and you're always welcome to call and visit our office to learn more at the Boone County Office of Emergency Management. At that, have a safe day.